Konbanwa watashi no pups! Good evening, my pups! And welcome back to some Final Fantasy! Hi! Ah! I hope everyone's having a wonderful time. Good week so far. One more day and it's weekend. Hello, Mr. Pain. Thank you for the like, arigato. I'm going to switch one thing. Going to switch one thing real quick. Give me a second. Hey, retire to room. Mr. Pain. Hi. Oh, I can call you just Pain as well, I guess. Anyway. Edit Glamour. This is the one that actually needs to be. But can we like not make anything out of this? If we I don't like these boots. Hi. But the gloves. Which gloves? These gloves actually still fit nicely, right? Hey. But the pants with this chest piece. Good skin. Hi, thank you. Taking a look at like maybe mixing it a little. How's this in the back? Let's save this as well. Let's also ditch this. Save. Alright, so now we can we have like 2 minutes. I have these weapons. Yes. How are you doing, Pain? How are you doing though? Okay, so even though I really like the Black Mage, there's some story that we need to do. So let's do some. Shall we? I mean, if I maybe I'll do a dungeon later, but let me first start with some actually just story. The Docile Gate. All right. We need to go have a chat. Go have a chat. You're okay, you just don't know who to buy next on Paladins. Well, I'm kinda happy with my Sati. I'm not really aiming for a new guy at the moment. Alright, here we go. The others were quite shocked to hear what we found in Lakeland. But now that you're here, there's a proposal I should like to make. Oh yeah, we ended when we found a Warrior of Light, right? I've been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and of late I have noted more and more people perusing books on history. The years leading up to the Flood in particular. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light. As well, they should. But nearly everything I've come across describes them as sin eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden appearance in conjunction with this renewed interest in their predecessors may lead to growing unrest and fear. If the people of the Crystarium seek the truth, I say we give it to them. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within full many of the Cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the Flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I am not surprised to see their roles distorted and them painted as villains. Were it not for the records stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, the knowledge was of no use, for when I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remain those who worked tirelessly to defend their good name in those early days following the Flood. Considering all the good they'd done, I find it a wonder they needed defending at all. They brought to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Vupart. That such heroes could be spoken of in the same breath as sin eaters is absurd. Under normal circumstances I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained, that they were the cause of the Flood. With the world on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains deserving only of resentment and hate. At that point the truth mattered little, it would not change their lot. Thanks to all of you, however, their lot has changed, and now they may heed the long forgotten truth. You claimed it was Ardbert who helped you overcome him at Sulk, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who know him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be of his sacrifice. To that end, I say we proceed with Elfenhof's plan. Call together the people of the Crystarium and recount to them the true tale of the Warriors of Light and the flood that followed in their... What about me? Well, there's still a few characters I maybe want to buy, but I don't know yet. Well, what say you, Zenko? Spread the word, I say. I wish we had done this sooner. Yeah, I actually wish we had done that. In hindsight, I agree, but better late than never, no? XR, might I ask you to continue working with Becklook on our means of returning home? The rest of us will see to gathering the people of the Crystarium in XIV. We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread, and more will accompany them. Well, there's still Vivian that I want. I still want Vivian. Then there's I don't know all of them by name. That's the problem. The game makes it hard to remember the characters by not showing their in-game names. Then there's Talus. As far as I can know the names, I will do my best. I would definitely like those ones. Who else? I maybe Androxus, the guy with like the big handguns and the floating skill. I have not even tried him yet, so I can't really tell whether I'm going to like him or not. Are there more? I have to think now. I think the angel healer. I don't know her name. The one that shoots the beam as well, that gets you stuck and deals quite some damage. Because I bought like the battle pass pack, so with like all the updates as well and a lot of skins, and her special skin is in there. So I guess her, just because of the skin as well on its own. And I actually don't know. The thing is, with me now, like I am loving Sati super much. So I'm probably going to main her as much as I can and just try to get better and better with her. Figure out some tricks maybe, stuff like that. Yes! Well, it's been a long time, but yes, I used to play that game. Zenko, my, what a wonderful surprise. Though I hope you being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had far few patients coming through my door of late, which is a shame. Come to think of it, I've had fewer opportunities to test my new medicines. Yes, I used to play it. Hehe, I jest, of course. It's actually been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and again. Why, do you also play Genshin? The truth about the Warrior of Light, but the Exarch has already spoken with me about them. Well, if there's more to the tale, I'd very much like to hear it. Coming with me. But I haven't played it in a few months. I did update it recently, so at least I did that. Na-na-na. Crystalline Mean. Let's go to Crystalline Mean. I've been saying that I should return to the game, but I've been saying it so much already. But I'm trying to get better at Naraka, I'm trying to play some Final Fantasy, so there's just time. Well, what a coincidence. I was just reading over a letter I received from Grendel not long ago. He says a visitor from the Crystarium found him at the bottom of the ocean, and that he inspired him to reach new artistic heights. Well, I can only think of one person capable of both feats, though I'd say the latter is far more impressive. Do you think fate could bring the two of you together in such a place? Adventure rank is 55? I actually don't know what my rank is anymore. I'm sorry, you mean the Exarch didn't tell us the whole story of the Warriors of Light? Well, whatever he's left unsaid, I'm all ears. I can't remember. I think I'm 50? I'm not sure. Cabinet of Curiosity. I can't remember. I know my main though, Ganyu. Ganyu was my main over there. The Cabinet of Curiosity. It's literally been months that I've actually played pardon. That I actually played it decently. It's been a super for a long time. Who am I kidding? I want to do a dungeon on the Black Mage. Flip it. Who am I kidding? We'll definitely do story in the meantime. But who am I kidding? I want to do a dungeon. I want to level this class. But I do want to make sure that I can do level 60 stuff minimum. Let me join Bills as well. Hi, Morin. No, this can't be. Surely there is at least one book here that does not cast the Warriors of Light and their deeds in such a negative light. Ozenko, forgive me. The Cabin of Curiosity has been bustling with visitors of late, but I fear our repository lacks of knowledge they seek. The people wish to know the truth of the Flood, of the Warriors of Light. I have searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them as no better than the Sin Eaters, abominations worthy only of scorn and resentment. I know they were not always judged so harshly, yet I can find no proof, and I dare call myself a librarian. What character do you play in Genshin? You would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warriors of Light? Of the Flood? How wonderful. You have regaled me with the tale once before, but I should love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured I will not come alone. Good. Good. Ah! Okay. Ninja don't take fall damage. The markets. Market. Thought she had wings. Hi, Barbie! Teleport. Come to Bros Wares in the market, have you? Well, I can guarantee you have no trouble finding what you need, whatever it may be. Under Ulmore's new leadership, trade has never been more prosperous. Word is that fellow from Daedal Stoneworks has taken over as major. Did he really? Little wonder business is booming the way it is. I imagine it won't be long before all Norvent reaps the benefits. But you've not come to talk about the market. Something on your mind? Genshin together? Well, maybe, yeah. I see. The XIV mentioned they had something to do with you returning the knight to Northrend. Alright, consider my interest piqued. But I just don't know when. I don't know when I'll be able to stream Genshin. But I definitely should, because there's a lot more story now. Because isn't there like a lightning island now? Don't give me spoilers yet, because I'm not even that far yet. Well, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whatever it is, I must ask you be brief. With the night returned, visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, and I find myself too busy by half. I don't mind it though, seeing the stairs so full of life and excitement, one can almost forget the flood ever happened. The Warriors of Light? Yes, the Exarch has mentioned them before, but everyone knows them as the Cardinal Virtues. Or are you suggesting there's more to it than that? Well, you've yet to steer us wrong, so I'm willing to hear what you have to say. Itoki and the Docile. What characters do you like in Genshin Impact? Na. There you are. Between the four of us, I dare say we've swept the Crystarium from top to bottom. Now we need but wait for the people to gather. Here we go. Cutscene time. Do I need to talk, or are they going to talk? Probably a much better story. Wow, so many people. Flippin', everyone's here. Pretty nice. That's actually good.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we?
Hi.
Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
Yabe.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Okay, then I guess. Anna.
Wicked White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
Huh? Taka.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Arbor!
Impossible.
I take it I'm not imagining this then.
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
Ooh, he's back real?
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time. Though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may. People of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a warrior of light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Ah, kinda.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the Warrior of Darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new Warriors of Light.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
Well said, Arbor. Why are we looking so serious, though?
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
Is it not the real Arbor? What's up? Not the real Arbor, maybe? Na, na, na.
So, that is a warrior of light of the first.
Hi.
I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
No, absolutely not. Looks like him, it sounds like him, but it isn't. Let's go with that one. It looks like him and it sounds like him, but it isn't him.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Who the flip is it then?
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
That he is an Ascian.
Oh boy.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree.
What? Aceris level 999?
From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes.
That's big.
Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus.
That guy still lives.
That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known.
Aye.
Thus evicted from his borrowed form, and cognizant no doubt of Emmett Selk's failure here in the first, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. My, that is unsavory. And they do this often.
You can't do anything against her.
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Nymphilia and the Warrior of Light. On that occasion I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. 'Twas only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emmett Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while the Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion.
Hello.
Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
I think Hydaelyn.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
Thank you.
That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Okay. Okie dokie. Accept the reward. Na, 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 na. Like, give me. Let's do level 56. And hope it's a level 6. Sleep disturbed. The sisters! We're going back to our bunny sisters! You did well to dispel the falsehood surrounding the Warrior of Light and their actions prior to the flood. Though I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who appropriated his identity, was a rather curious development. He's an impostor, of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore, the peoples prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight. Pray that these fallen heroes be born again for their sacrifices. What bitter irony. I for one would like to know why Arbor urged the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. Ere we take action we must need ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphino returns soon with that more potential knowledge. For now I think it best to apprise Tancred and Rin of our efforts. To confront Arbiter, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. Agreed. I think it prudent we all take measures to prepare for what to come. Backlook and I will continue research into how we might improve the spirit vessel that I might one day carry you home. All I thinking. Then I think it's time I return to the Great Wood. Until now, everything we learned of the Ashtons has been handed to us at their leisure, but that was one of Emmett Sulk's unique failings. I have no reasons to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received word from Fano that the heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Kitana Revel. Elmet believes the relics within tell of a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization, that of the Ashtons, perhaps. They may lead us to the truths we seek. Would you care for company? Be sure to let me know how that works. Would you care for company, Y'shtola? I wouldn't dream of going without you. When you're ready, make for Fano. Elmet and her sisters will be expecting us. Alright. Then let us be about our tasks. Pray give my regards to the V's. Let's have fun, we're going out with Y'shtola. Oh, ba-da-now. Y'shtola and me together. Na 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 na. Hi there. Bees. Welcome, allies of Ronka. We have accomplished much since last you came. The Light Warden dead and its minions dispersed. We have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Raktika Falls. It was there that we discovered more runes. Although we ran afoul of no traps while exploring its halls, we determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magic. We all were in agreement before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. This wisdom could prove invaluable, for we may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see, then it is good that you have come, for Ronka was once home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. And it is our duty to ensure you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. We have reached the inner chambers unmolested, suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now, surely any threat sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far? This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. Oh, and who was it pinning for the return of our allies that we might venture into the ruins? Clutching her staff at night, wishing it were? You promised not to tell! Then I suggest we be going. Get back here! I like these. Remind me exactly, how old are you and your sisters? On second thought, perhaps it's for the better, I do not know. Pray forgive their overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins and bear witness to its secret. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that is not easy. Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm, and if not for your subtle efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe I have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let us make for the Kitana Revel. Na 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 na. That's at the dungeon. It's at the. Bam bam. What level was my Dragoon again, actually? God, where did I stop? 52. Ah. Okay, guess we'll Wait, we can... Oh, wait, hang on. This could be funny. Normal rate requires DPS. And it's over 60. What do you mean? Also... Average item level 170. Unable to reach 2 or more duty requirements unmet. Then why are you even showing then? Can I do it on the... What the flip? I can do you on the ninja though. Oh, that's stupid. What is this? Alright, not then. Never mind, let's do this. It is most strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal on the chamber door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view cutscenes in this entire... Alright. Have a look.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast. Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed. Why you...
I love these three. Especially those two. Insanely nice.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead.
I'll miss, right? Again.
As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
Uh-oh.
What? But I only... What is happening?
Ooh.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
Here we go.
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Pretty Stola. You work with Bacchus. Hey. Nani? Where did we go? Oh, hi there, buddy. You stole a cart. They all became carts. What? What kind of skills do you have, buddy? Commenced. You trespass mortal upon sacred ground. In retribution, 4 souls have I bound. Yet 2 heroes proven learned and wise, a comrade soul shall be their prize. You would see their set free, answer me these riddles 3. Oh, for flip's sake. Okay. Depth of power with kin do I those saw the power, betterment of the whole do our efforts. What am I? What? Depth of power with kin do I. Depth of power. Guess a colibri doesn't have paws, right? Colibri? Ah. Oh boy. Yo popo. Ah, wait, what? I'm not googling this. With fearsome fang I travel with pack. Together we find harmony, and thus for peace our land does not lack. What am I? A wolf, right? Wolves work in packs. There's no wolf. This is gonna be weird. Wolf. Indeed, 'twas the spirit of the wolf their doctrines praised, that they would know peace and harmony to the end of their days. The riddle answer you, and thus those soul return. What happened? On my belly do I crawl, by my strength does prosperity reign with their hall. What am I? Snake? Snake? Indeed, the dread serpent turned protector. I lured to slumber, ere it tear the world asunder. Riddle answer you did. Answer you did discern, and thus you are a soul. We lost the funny sister, though. Desire you that which I yet claim, then we shall play another game. Can we have the other sister back as well? A test of mind and memory. Choose wisely, and you all may yet go free. Okay, and you all may yet go. Zoom out a bit. Twixt these talismans hit knight, friend, and foe. Choose your companion well, or sorrow no. Ah, man. Free your comrades from the... Alright. I like this one. Red tree. Be the same one. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, okay. Pistola. Pistola. Oh. Okay, that. Okay. One more go, let me one more go so I can get her back as well. Here we go. Woo. Your comrades are assembled together at last. Yet still there remains one trial you must pass. Hi FBI! Thank you for the like. If you would glean the knowledge enshrined in this earth, I would first take the measure of your word. How are you doing, FBI? One worthy of Shida who wrong can exalt must be strong of mind, body, and soul. Pam pam padam pam pam padam pam pam padam pam pam. Pam padam. So you play the game? Well, yeah, I'm playing the game. How are you doing? Na na na. Pam 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 pam. Pam 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 pam.
I will not hold back.
Ooh, let's dodge this. Let's dodge this.
I will not hold back.
Is that you, Stola? Woo! I think you've only just begun. This guy really always talks in riddles. Na, na, na. You have a song? Oh, I misclicked. Crap. You gonna sing the song in chat for me? What's the song? Let me hear it. Oh, maybe I should kill this first. Pam, pam, pam. Pam, pam. We almost saw this guy. Na na na. Got him. Well fought, hero. Trial is complete. The way is open and thus I concede. Hey! We did it! Nice, nice. Yeah, teleported back here, I guess. Choop, choop, choop. There we are.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
We met. Hi, awesome girl. Big smile on face. We're bound to run into a living statue anyway.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
So what hero is slumbering? Who that? Is that a bunny?
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot?
I guess. Yeah.
The final days. If, as the XIV's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence. Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
You must recall Emmett Selk's dying request. Or I will not soon. Then you must recall Emmett Selk's dying request. Get us, right?
Remember us.
Ishtola with her eyes so big looks so sad.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions cannot fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed Tuna long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
Maybe we can wake her? By your pensive expression, I take it the tomb has given you much to think about. But that is well. In time, the knowledge you have gleaned will lead to understanding, and thus arm you for what is to come. Before you leave, however, I would speak again of the teachings of our forebears. History is learned, not lived. The legend of Tiona and her exploit has been told countless times over the centuries. Yet, as it is handed from one generation to the next, the story changes. With each telling of the tale, there are new flourishes, tales changed or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, for we were not there to see it. But we are here now to bear witness to your life. We have seen the change you have wrought, echoes that will endure long after you are gone. And though it too will change in time, I swear to you, we shall do our best to preserve your story. Happy birthday to me? But it's not my birthday. I hope you'll forgive me if I don't make an oath of my own, but I think it goes without saying we could never misspeak of your heroism. Perish the thought, so long as we are here, there are none among the V's who will not know of all what you have done for Northern. We are not deserving of such reverence, but we are grateful all the same. You can be certain we will have our own tales to tell of the great guardians of Raktika and the ruins of Ronka. I pray you safe travels then. As ever, we shall await your return with open arms. Bow, 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 bow. Although we learned naught of the Ascians, the insight we gained into the Echo made our trip worthwhile. Before we return to the Crystarium, however, there is a small matter I would intend to Slitherbaugh. Might I trouble you to come with me? Thank you. After we arrive, we should have a brief word with Rune. Nobody like me? Ba-da-na. What the flip is that? Zenko, it is good to see you. You arrived at the most opportune time. I was preparing a pot of my famous stew. Come, I will ready a place for you. I'm sorry, Runar, but we haven't Please, I insist. It will take only a minute. Well, guess we're eating here. My apologies, Zenko. It seems our return to the Crystarium will be delayed, but perhaps only for a bit if you assist me with my work. I say work, but it is rather more a chore. I must clean my chambers here in Slitherbaugh from top to bottom. You would be so kind as to go and fetch a broom from Aesgear. Might finish before Runar is done cooking. That's the song, then I don't like it. I don't like your song, FBI. A broom for Master Matoya? I cannot imagine why she would have need of such thing, but here you are. It is old but sturdy and sure to... Broom, why do you think she needs the broom for cleaning of? Hang on, I'm actually gonna talk as a black mage if I can find. These are cute ops. Let's see. I trust Asger was able to find a broom for us. Hi. Yeah. Well worn. Good. This would prove difficult otherwise. Though I must say, I think it did rather well for not having a broom thus far. Yes, well, you weren't buried beneath a veritable avalanche of books when you entered, were you? Right, anyway, it is time I finished cleaning with the help of that broom. Really? I'm gonna clean a little bit. You didn't honestly think I to do the old-fashioned way. That broom is more than capable of sweeping by itself, or rather it will be. Ahem. That's the trick from Master Matoya. Time to rise, to swish and sweep, a tidy chamber you must keep. To this task you shall be bound until no dust is to be found. Yep. In this one particular respect, I have no objections to following in Master Matoya's footsteps. In future, I may need you to remind me to pursuit of knowledge does not preclude other equally important duties, such as maintaining clean quarters for a said pursuit. I will dearly miss this place, people. Master Matoya, pardon the interruption, but the stew is ready. Is something troubling you? You've been rather quiet. No, everything is fine, I assure you. It has been a long day, is all. I see. Ishtola, thank goodness you're still here. Hey, Alfina, Ranger, Alize. Alfina, I thought you were following Albert. I was, though I'm sad to say I lost track of him shortly after entering these woods. He seems determined to traverse every elm of Norvrend in his quest to spread the truth of the Warriors of Light and the Flood. And it seems news of your address at the Crystarium precedes him at the very destination, making his task all the more simple. It remains to be seen to what end he encourages the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. But there is no denying that his words have struck a chord with many. Why, I don't know if this is a good thing or not. Probably not. Well, we're all agreed that this is just another Ash employee, yes? They've commandeered corpses before and to no good end. I see no reason to think this time is any different. Especially when it's that of a fallen Warrior of Light. I doubt we'll learn more if we remain a step behind. His next destination is in all likelihood Slitherbaugh. Alize, are you certain you should be here? If you're concerned about Halric and the others, you needn't be. Their treatment is going well, but progress is slow and exhausting, for all of us. The best thing I can do now is let them rest. I believe we were about to discuss how to arrange a meeting with our would-be Warrior of Light. Before visiting any towns or villages, Albert would hunt down and slay a nearby sin eater to earn the locals' trust. Our best chance of getting ahead of him is to find one before he does. Thankfully, Tancred and Reno returned from the empty and have taken up the search. Rin believed one may lurk beneath the bough of woven oat. Then that is where we start our search. Thank you for the like, arigato, mina. Master Matoya. A warm bowl of stew will be waiting for your return. I look forward to it. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. Dungeon time. Which one is it? 60. Cool. Bow, bow. Oh. Na, 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 na. Alright, let's see if I can do this without forgetting. Oh, it actually happens to be Bale's wall as well. Should be the highest XP. Oh yeah, we already lost our buff. Baka. Got to switch to fire 3 first. Bam, 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 bam. Na 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 na. Oh. Bam bam bam. Was weiter? Babadam, 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 babadam. Nah. Ah man, I messed it up. I forgot how to do it in the beginning. Oh, mate. No! Oh! Messing everything up! I'm messing everything up! Why can't I do... Oh, we lost our Inokimbo. Okay. Buoy. A buoy. Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Na, na, na. Nice, bam, 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 bam. Na, 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 na. Ui. Bam, 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 bam. Boom. A boom. A boom. Na 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 na. Pam 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 pam. Pam pam pam. Na na na. Pum 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 pum. That was to be expected. Oh crap, I forgot that took That's not really nice. Ow! Yo! That's the big combo! Oh, wowie! Nothing I can do against that. What the flip? I'm gonna need some hard heals here or I'm dead. Thank you. Didn't like me. Woo. That hurt. Bum, bum, bum. You know. Pum pum. Pum pum. Ba-ba-dum. Big kabooey! Bum, bum, bum. Go.
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you like these? Sloppy. I'll tear you limb from limb.
Oh, will you now? Oh, buddy. Going down, that's what's going to happen. Go man, aside.
For al amigo! I have you.
Ah.
How'd you like these?
Oh crap. Get the sword, get the sword, get the sword, get the sword. Ow. No, 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 no. No. Ah, I'm losing my buff here. Oh gosh. Ow, I knew this was gonna hit me. And
Sloppy.
awkward. Man, I keep messing that up. Oh, for flip's sake, just die already.
I'll tear you limb from limb. Sloppy. For al amigo.
I keep forgetting that I need to switch. Why? Oh, my Enochian buff is gone again, man. Can we get this visual here as well? Ah. The doggy. Oh, pup. Nah. Wow, someone rolled a 98 on the puppy. Good roll. Alright, an old... Speak with Tancred. Pa-pa-pam-pam. What level is my white mage actually? Alright. Na. Yeah, this awesome song again.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Issa friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
We were, and are, but we can hardly ignore the rest of the world. So we thought we might see how things were coming along. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
Our quarry has come.
It seems I've lost this particular race. Well, though I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it? But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
His actual armor normally has red, so does the axe. Oscar, he would just sit over here, extend a friendly fist. Let's do the fist. Normally he should touch it. Let's see if he understands what it means.
Arm giving you trouble? You should have it examined.
Yeah, alright, now we know it's a fake one. Real one bumped it. Thought you were supposed to be good at this. Nice one. Go with that.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense. After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive. Yes, it is I, Elizabeth. Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Emet-Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable, but I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves. There is no common ground to be found between you and I, nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Well, at least he did rob the priest. We now know Arbert's body is used.
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least. And 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
Yep and yep.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries. Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little. Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself. In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emmett Selk came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emmett Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
If there's out to be learned, I want to know. For want of a better option, as long as you don't make me do any more chores. If there's out to be learned, I want to know. Want to know? Let's try.
A man after my own heart.
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
Padam. Padam padam pam 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 padam. Padam pam pam padam. I'll take some. Alfina has the right of it. Let us pay a visit to the Ondo. We should speak with Tolj Ad first. As chieftain, he's doubtless privy to a great many secrets. I have sent for no finless ones. Perhaps you instead come seeking something of us. Knowledge again. Ruins which you kind have yet to explore. I see. I know of one such place. Alas, under these circumstances, I'm afraid we can spare none to guide you there. And what circumstances are these? Rather than hunt for their own meals, the Bantos have pillaged our stores of minery liver. They must be replenished with haste. The Bantos, a particularly violent tribe of Ondo if I recall. A band of bottom feeders. They all lost much in the flood, but while others work to rebuild, they resort to thievery and murder. Revenge they call it, and they prey upon your kind. But do not be fooled. They care not who they harm. That we had the warriors to challenge them. This is not the first time they have stolen from us, but there is no resource more precious than liver. All must dedicate themselves to the hunt. Unless, of course, we were to reclaim the livers for you. It seems a fitting payment for vital information, does it not? Moreover, one could argue that by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, thereby driving back the waters, we are in part responsible for the deeds of those driven to desperate ends by the changing climes. One good turn and all that. Certainly can't leave them like this. Could we not simply hunt minery ourselves? I thought you might say that. You've never been one to miss an opportunity to help. Reclaiming the stores it is then. We would be grateful beyond words if you did. The Bantos have surely taken the livers back to the Founder's Floor. But be warned, there will be no shortage of guards waiting here intruders. Then we will have care not to draw their attention, shall we? Ooh, so far. Oh, the city, true, you can see it now. So, technically it should be broken, because Emmett Silk died, but hey, it's fine. This is prettier, of course, anyway. Kinda wondering when it's going to become, like, blurry. Gonna stay. Like it stayed. We're as far as we can get from it. Hi, Alfie now. Ventus. Bad one. Ah, here. Pressing your hand into each sack, in turn you find that are filled with wheat down to the bottom. You also find that raw wheat is unpleasantly pointy. Ah, flip it, let's just kill him. At least that one. Slimy cast. On cursory sniff, you detect a faint aroma of fresh oranges, a far cry from the rather memorable scent of mineral liver. These boxes are filled with assorted vegetables. Liver is not a vegetable. Huh. Really now? Here I was thinking it was. Wait. Also more. But that's all, right? Okay, no, there can actually be here as well. Elba's bag. From the squashing noise they make when puddled under vile stench, you conclude that these bags are bursting with livers. Brilliant. Yum 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 yum. Lovely. Are those them? Yep. Yep. Perhaps you've deduced this already, but it seems the Bentos have been raiding Collusion's storehouse as well as those of the Ando. Oranges, pumpkins, weed. But we can discuss this after we see the liver safely back to Tolshat. It wouldn't do to keep him in suspense. Oi, 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 mate, you gonna let me carry all 3 bags? That's not... Bum bum. I am relieved to see you unspared. Unspeared. Unspeared. Baka, not unspared. Unspeared. Our precious livers, I knew you would not fail. We also found all manner of foodstuff from Kalusia in the Flanders floor. Tell me, Tolzat, does that seem odd to you? It is brazen, to be sure. I'm reminded of rumors I've heard recently concerning a rash of thefts from Kalusian warehouses. The perpetrators enter in the dead of night and are gone before anyone has realized what has happened. The Ilmoran army has been investigating, but thus far to no avail. Perhaps the reason they have struggled so is that their quarry is of the sea. The true question then is what we mean to do about it. Much as I would like to proceed to the ruins without further delay, we cannot allow the Bentos to carry on as they are. If I may, I believe that the ruins are in fact key to the Bentos plan. Oh, is that so? These ruins, which lie deep within the illuminated land, are recent discovery. We have seen signs that the Bentos are preparing to claim them with all haste. We could not fathom why, but in light of the knowledge that they have been stockpiling resources, it is clear that their queen will soon give birth. They require space to raise their young and for both queen and hatchlings to thrive. Well, we can hardly fault them for that. Under normal circumstances, perhaps, but conditions in the Tempest are far from suitable for spawning. Its resources barely able to sustain our current population. There's only one reason they would disregard this. They seek to build an army and with it take revenge upon the Finless. It is not a surprise. They came to us not long ago seeking allies for the cause. We'll rebuff them, of course. The suffering of others will not serve as balm to their own. Their queen, however, desires only bloodshed and will gladly send her children to die in our stead. If they are planning to wage war, that changes matters considerably. Indeed. I doubt that this can be resolved without violence, but perhaps with a show of force we can convince them to see reason before the die is cast. I would rather not risk your people in the attempt. If we travel to the illuminated land, is there a way we might identify the ruins ourselves? Yes, once you reach its depths, go deeper still. You will see a monster structure there upon the sea. That you have come to us now is the will of the Ancient Ones. They have guided you here that you may drive out the usurpers, those who seek to use their magnificent creations with vile purpose. I have no doubt that they will show you the way forward. I'm afraid that the dead do not speak quite so clearly. Nevertheless, we shall try not to disappoint. If what we seek lie deeper still beyond Amara, I would call upon the assistance of another. Another? Oh. Though our course has been decided, to pursue it we must need beseech the aid of a friend. I speak of Bismarck. Pray follow me to Sullen that we might seek an audience with him once. Oh. Yes, that makes sense. Oh, bye! Back over there. But I'm gonna have to call this one here. I'm getting a little... At least we did some... Right. Hi. Start here. Screen. Pum pum. Pop. With my nice fancy globe. And on that note, I'm going to call this one here. This will probably also be the last stream for today, since I'm probably gonna go sleep. Hopefully the upcoming days and definitely in the weekend I can stream a bit more. So on that note, mina arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you very much everyone for joining the stream. Have a wonderful evening. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye everyone.